Hi, I'm Ms. Pozak and I'm teaching writing. For today's lesson, you don't need any supplies because we're going to make a video. So let's go ahead and get started. We are talking about writing reviews. And remember, a review is your opinion about something. You would write it about just about anything to tell others your experience. And whenever I'm shopping online, I read reviews all the time. And if something has a lot of negative reviews, I probably won't buy the thing. So they're really important, and it's so important to get to tell your experience about something. Last week we wrote reviews about TV shows that we like or don't like. And this week we're going to all write the same topic, the zoo. So if you've been to the Kansas City Zoo, you can write about that. And if you haven't, you can write about any zoo that you've been to or just somewhere with animals that you might have been to. First, let's look at some of the reviews for the Kansas City Zoo. It has over 12,000 reviews on Google, which is so many. Let's read this review that gave the zoo 5 stars. Great time. Always like coming to the zoo with family. With the new protocols for COVID, it made things much better as far as crowds go. Used to be horrible. Lines weren't that long at all and made things run together. Like the stingray exhibit, and the kids loved the penguins as always. Overall, a great visit. So that reviewer really loved going to the zoo, and it told us a couple important things, like the exhibits that they loved seeing, and that they have COVID procedures that are working out really well to that person. And if I was planning a trip to the zoo, especially right now, those would be important things for me to know. So now let's look at a review that only gives the zoo 1 star, because not everybody has the same experience. This person writes, "There were hardly any animals to see. My daughter wanted to see tigers. Absolutely no tigers. So we went to the lions. No lions. So we went to cheetahs. No cheetahs. We went and seen a bobcat, but I can take her to the lake in my backyard to see a bobcat, you know? If they are not out in their habitats, make it so you can see them from wherever they are in the zoo. It was disappointing." This person had a bad time at the zoo because they couldn't see the animals that they really wanted to see. And it's really difficult because the lions and the cheetahs and the tigers have really big habitats. So maybe they're just hiding in a spot that's difficult. And that can be really frustrating, but isn't necessarily the zoo's problem because it just happens. And you don't want those big animals in even smaller cages. So to me, I wouldn't necessarily see that review and think, oh, I don't want to go to the zoo. Because to me, I understand how zoos keep people safe and keep their animals safe as well. Those were 2 different opinions that people had about the zoo. And now I want to know yours. Today in writing, we are going to make a Flipgrid video telling your review about the Kansas City Zoo or a zoo that you've been to. Make sure that you say how many stars you would give the zoo and why you like it or why you don't like it. Then tomorrow we'll get to start writing about the zoo.